My name is Jason Hansen. I'm a former CIA officer and New York Times bestselling author. You can protect your hard-earned retirement assets with a tax-free loophole that allows you to convert your retirement into physical gold and silver. Advantage Gold is the nation's highest-rated gold company. They have the best process, pricing, and service. If you want to get your free gold and silver investment kit, please contact Advantage Gold right now. Call 800-900-8000. That's 800-900-8000.
Advantage Gold is not an investment advisor or a tax advisor. Consult with your financial advisor before investing.
Call 800-900-8000.
Thousands of Israeli protesters blocking the main road from Tel Aviv to Jerusalem as the government pushes ahead with its plan to overhaul the judiciary.
Many protesters are carrying Israeli flags as they stop traffic on roads, hold up trains and join marches in cities across the country. Police have detained a number of people. The demonstrators claim that sweeping changes being pushed through Parliament undermine judicial independence and threaten democracy, while ministers argue their plans will restore balance between the branches of government. They've described the protesters as anarchists.
BBC correspondent Yolanda Nell. An ongoing row between the EU and coastal Indian Ocean nations over sustainable tuna fishing continues to simmer after a resolution in early February temporarily banned the use of destructive drift nets. That's despite opposition from the European bloc. Breaking news at townhall.com. The U.S. Department of Energy will provide $375 million in loans to a battery recycling company.
The loans will enable iCycle to build its first and one of the first lithium-ion battery recycling plants in North America. Experts have long talked about recycling the lithium in batteries because mining can be environmentally destructive and supplies in the Earth's crust ultimately may be limited. There have been 3 such announcements of lithium recycling plants in recent weeks.
Correspondent Jeremy House, a Duke Energy Corporation subsidiary for North Carolina electric customers, has asked state regulators to let them raise residential rates by over 16% in the coming months, largely to recover their fuel cost. Duke Energy Carolina serves customers in western and central North Carolina. That includes Charlotte, Durham, and the Triad. More of these stories at townhall.com.
King Jewelers is not your typical run-of-the-mill jewelry store. It's an iconic symbol of love. Custom handmade jewelry to suit your taste or melt down your old stuff and create something completely new. Grover has over 35 years as a certified jeweler with While You Wait services that include free jewelry cleaning, fine jewelry, friendly staff, custom designs, quality repairs, and of course, Grover. King Jewelers, Jackson.com, 16B Conrad Drive, Jackson. Follow King Jewelers Jackson on social media for special savings.
Welcome to Hampton Inn & Suites of Jackson. Make yourself at home in any of the 83 rooms or suites. Hampton Inn & Suites exit 83 at I-40 is minutes away from all Jackson destinations like the West Tennessee Healthcare Sportsplex, Casey Jones Village, Jackson-Madison County General Hospital, and many industrial complexes. Enjoy free Wi-Fi, free parking, and free hot breakfast. Also a 24-hour fitness and business center. Welcome to West Tennessee. Make your reservations now by calling direct at 731-427-6100 or visit hampton.com.
Hi, my name's Dawn. I have been taking BioT at Advanced Medical. My moods are better. I sleep well. My husband has complimented me on the mood swings that are no longer affecting our marriage.
Are these problems affecting your work, your relationships, and your quality of life? You'll be happy to know there's an exciting, natural solution available called BioT. BioT uses a natural way for men and women to correct these problems by safely and accurately balancing hormone levels without the use of synthetic injections or cream.
I got blood work done, and they identified what hormones were out of balance. They gave me the bioidentical hormone pellets through BioT, and now I have more energy, no more brain fog, I'm sleeping better, and I feel like my old self again. I would recommend Advanced Rehab and Medical and their BioT program to anyone suffering with symptoms like mine. It's been life-changing.
To book your appointment, call 731-462-8580. That's 731-462-8580.
Looking to add a little spice to your love life?
Nothing adds spice like gunpowder.
Jackson's only indoor shooting range, date night at the range. Here's what you lovebirds get: a shooting lane for two targets, 100 rounds of ammo, eye and ear protection, and a $30 gift certificate to Texas Roadhouse. All for just $99.99.
Now that's firepower.
Perfect for a gift card from The Range. The Range, 2310 North Highland Avenue in Jackson.
Go to therange.com.
She was 27 years old. She took the gun that my grandfather had given her for self-defense. She never got to see her son grow up to be anything. Because she had easy access to a gun, I've been robbed of that relationship.
63 Americans a day die by gun suicide. With safe gun storage, we can give our loved ones a second chance at life. Learn more at endfamilyfire.org. Brought to you by Brady and the Ad Council.
This is WBFG 96.5 FM. 96.5 FM. Parker's Crossroads, Jackson. 96.5 FM. Home of the Dan Reeves Show.
Weekday afternoons, 3 till 6.
Hi, my name's Dawn. I have been taking BioT at Advanced Medical. My moods are better. I sleep well. My husband has complimented me on the mood swings that are no longer affecting our marriage.
Are these problems affecting your work, your relationships, and your quality of life? You'll be happy to know there's an exciting, natural solution available called BioT. BioT uses a natural way for men and women to correct these problems by safely and accurately balancing hormone levels without the use of synthetic injections or cream.
I got blood work done, and they identified what hormones were out of balance. They gave me the bioidentical hormone pellets through BioT, and now I have more energy, no more brain fog, I'm sleeping better, and I feel like my old self again. I would recommend Advanced Rehab and Medical and their BioT program to anyone suffering with symptoms like mine. It's been life-changing.
To book your appointment, call 731-462-8580. That's 731-462-8580.
Is your office or home office in need of a new printer, copier, fax, or multifunction machine? Do you need business cards, envelopes, or office supplies? Are you looking to upgrade to new office furniture? Office World Incorporated in Trenton has been serving all of the Gibson County and the West Tennessee area for over 65 years. Office World is a franchise partner of OfficeZilla. Call today, 731-855-9131, or email officeworldinc@gmail.com.
Looking to add a little spice to your love life?
Nothing adds spice like gunpowder.
Jackson's only indoor shooting range, date night at the range. Here's what you lovebirds get: a shooting lane for two targets, 100 rounds of ammo, eye and ear protection, and a $30 gift certificate to Texas Roadhouse. All for just $99.99.
Now that's firepower.
Perfect for a gift card from The Range. The Range, 2310 North Highland Avenue in Jackson.
Go to therange.com.
Get all the latest news, talk, weather, and sports. News Talk WTN.com and 96.5 FM.
He's a showboat. He's a grandstander. You know that. I know that. Sold his company for a tremendous amount of money. And he went out and bought a big yacht. And he had a very interesting life.
Live from Jackson in the heart of West Tennessee, this is the Dan Reeves Show.
He is a sick puppy.
Well, good Wednesday afternoon to you and you and you. And how about you? Good Wednesday afternoon. My name's Dan Reeves, along with the lovely Gina Langley. Hello, Gina.
Hey, Danny.
How are you today?
I am fabulous. How about you?
Well, you look fabulous, I'll tell you that.
Thank you. It's my cross to bear.
You look, it's not how you feel, it's how you look.
It's better to look good than to feel good, darling.
Absolutely. Heavy lies the crown. You know?
Exactly.
It's great to see you, Gina.
You too, dear.
By the way, Also, the lovely Larry Newman is in his
My
house.
crown's heavy, too.
It's a crown of thorns, big guy. It's a liar's crown.
That's
No,
all right.
This man is
Only
far from a...
only person I know that wore a crown of thorns. I'm in good company.
Well, you just compared yourself to the big guy.
Jesus Christ.
You may...
No,
your
I
ego.
just said we both wore a crown of thorns.
Yeah, no, we heard you. That wasn't the problem. The meaning behind it was you just compared yourself to the big guy, and this lets me know that the weather's taken your ego to another atmosphere. Your barometric pressure with your ego is out of control. It's a Category 5. We don't have some, whatever it is. But it ain't good.
You created this monster.
You know I did, and I can unplug it, too. Keep that in mind.
You know, we're going to have bad weather, right?
Do I now?
Well, Larry and I, we were working before you arrived. We were talking about the weather,
Whatever.
and doing our job and such. And apparently, the weather is quite the scoop today. We've got some stuff going on.
Wicked this way.
Something wicked this way comes.
By the way, Larry, I hate to start off like this. But we are in the Gene Langley Ford studio. I don't hate to say that. Yeah, Gene Langley Ford. Go Gene Langley. Go Gene Langley. John, Gene, Sarah Beth. It's a family affair. It's at 3500 Eastern Drive in Humboldt. Right. Now straddling Eastern Drive, one side of the street, the new car division, the other side, the pre-owned division.
I love how you describe that.
It's a wide stance, and they really, and they are in Metro Jackson, by the way.
That's right.
Humboldt and Henderson included.
It's like a suburb, right?
That's
Jackson,
right.
Yes.
And I know, John, what you're thinking. Humboldt considers Jackson a suburb of Humboldt.
Exactly.
But Gibson also considers Humboldt a suburb. So you guys can work that out amongst yourself. Larry, Gene Langley Ford. Shop online 24/7 at GeneLangleyFord.com, where you can shop online again 24/7. Don't have to do your hair. John will deliver the vehicle to your driveway. He then will fumigate that vehicle to get any of his cologne smell out of high karate, I hear.
Karate.
And he will do that. And he'll even walk back to the dealership if he has to.
Well, it's the dealership that's service built, and I can go on and on and on about this.
Well, yeah, I'm so proud of them, though, I tell you. Wonderful people over there. Gene Langley Ford in Humboldt. Shop online at GeneLangleyFord.com. And you can even set your service visits online. You can secure financing online.
Yes,
you
sir.
can build the vehicle from the stinking ground up, for crying out loud.
That's right.
And any new car, truck, or SUV purchase, get a lifetime warranty. They're not going anywhere. Hey, how long have they been in Humboldt?
Over 40 years.
Over 40 years.
Family owned, yes. Local.
I tell you. The backbone of any community, businesses like that.
That's
exactly
right.
And they have supported everything for years locally.
That's right.
Hey, John, thank you, big guy.
Thanks,
Gene,
big guy.
thank you, big guy.
Hey, Richard.
Is Rich? Yeah, and Rich. Hey, the man with the impeccable beard, John Langley. It looks great on him.
It does work. It does.
John, you look a book author. I'll be honest with you. Wear a turtleneck with your sports coat. People will ask you to sign a copy of your book.
You should see him in a tuxedo.
I have. John looks his best and formal, I tell you.
He does. He really does.
John, if you do that for me, just try it out. Wear a turtleneck with a sports coat.
Oh, I've seen him dressed like that many times.
And see if people don't ask you if you're a book author, you tell them yes. It's a children's book. And tell them the name of it was Strangers Have the Best Candy. That's what ask them if they've read it.
That's terrible. Stop it now.
The street is a great place to play. Kids, I'm kidding. There may be legislation to stop me from saying that.
Can we talk about the drag show one more time?
Yeah,
we can. We're going to get to that. Fun with that.
But now you shut up, Larry.
I'm sorry. You're right.
But Dr. Sean Evans from Union University, one of my favorite. Larry, I think Gina's going to be remarkably impressed by Dr. Sean Evans, don't you?
I think she is.
You think so?
He is a great American, I tell you.
Oh, I'm very excited to meet him.
Well, I'm not saying that the feeling's mutual on his part. I can't speak for him. But
I mean,
I
what's
think
not
he
to
will.
love, Dan? What's not to love?
Well, you want that in alphabetical order? No, actually, there's nothing. We've been friends 30 years, Larry. Did you know that?
30
I knew
years.
that.
Okay, Larry, I got to ask
Either
you.
we're in radio. I'm sorry.
No. You go right ahead. I talk a lot. What were you going to say?
I was going to say we knew each other before either of us were in radio, like forever.
That's true. And you got a radio first.
I did.
What year did you? It's a Z1053, I think, wasn't it?
I started at Q102.
Oh,
The
Q102.
Q, working for James Wolfe. Yes.
Super Wolf can do
Yes.
it. I see you out there, Yolanda. Boogie check. Oh, you boogieing. Remember that? But the boogie check you used to do.
Yes. And the first date John and I went on was one of his wife's concerts that they put on at one of the hotels in Jackson.
I love the Super Wolf
awesome.
now.
Awesome.
James E. Super Wolf.
Yes.
Boy, I miss him. His brother Gary. Did you ever meet Gary?
Yes.
Gary's a great
Yes.
guy. Hadn't seen Gary in a long time.
No.
So James E. Super Wolf can do it. He was such a pleasant man. He was riding his bicycle downtown. I was outside the station. He'd always come up and say hello. And I said, Super. He was running for, it's probably about 15 years ago, so he ran for state representative. He ran against Johnny Shaw in the Democratic primary. And so I had Johnny Shaw lined up to come in. Super Wolf came by and he said, man, I'd like to come on with Johnny. I was like, I'd love for you too, but I've already got Johnny booked. It wouldn't be fair of me to blindside him with you. But I'll call him right now. So I called up Johnny Shaw. I'm a big fan of Johnny Shaw. You know Johnny?
I've met him, yeah.
Oh, he's that charismatic? Johnny
Yes.
Shaw.
Very.
And so I said, Super Wolf, he'd contact me. He'd like to come on with you. And I said, well, I'll have to clear that with Johnny because I've already got him booked. It wouldn't be fair. He said, hell yeah.
Uh-oh.
Yes, tell him yeah.
Uh-oh.
And
how'd that go?
It was a mismatch. And I love Super Wolf. But Johnny,
I can only
he
imagine.
started throwing haymakers left and right. We went to a break, and Johnny's like, man, you got to be kidding me. And I said, Johnny, if he gets on you, I'm not sure I can pull him off. But Super Wolf was a sweet man, I tell you.
He was.
And Johnny Shaw, I've got so much respect for Johnny.
Yeah, great guys.
Yeah.
Back in the day.
Johnny
Back
Shaw,
in the day.
if I had to describe him, think of me, he's like a black version of me, or I'm a white version of him. I really, that's how I see
Did you
it.
see that, Larry? See how we were talking about 20 years ago in radio? He managed to loop it back to him again. Conversation.
Actually, the show did that. Now, Larry, here's what I want to take up with you, and I don't want you to react in a defensive posture because that could set me off to, pardon me, go right into the windmill, and I have no interest in knocking you the blank out. But this is a little bit disturbing. Kevin, on the text line, it says, and I'll put my glasses on, but I think it says something about weather tramp. Wait a minute. Camp. This one time at weather camp, whoever was there with you, I want to read the rest of it off the air. It may say tramp. Let me ask you this question, and I'll let it go. Do you have a tattoo on your lower back that says weather tramp?
No.
You don't have a tramp
I have
stamp?
no taboos at all.
No taboos?
No taboos.
Oh, taboos.
I can't say that.
No tattoos.
All right, well, see, I should have. Melissa just said she's got a tattoo on her.
Okay, if you've got a tattoo out there in Radio Land, raise your hand.
Larry, look, don't go all powder white on us here. Now, we call him powder. Melissa, you just said that you have a lower back tattoo that reads weather tramp. Upper shoulder that says weather tramp? Melissa said she's got.
Do you have any tattoos, Dan?
Yes.
Is it in your lower back and say weather?
It says, no, I don't have any. I've put some on some people. The Dan Reeves Show, weekdays, 3 to 6. And by the way, they're going to have to change it. it's that's why I haven't had longevity in relationships, because the showtime changes, and they won't have the tattoo scraped off and a new one put on because I demand accurate showtimes.
That's why it's not a fear of commitment or emotionally unavailable.
Yeah. I am emotionally unavailable. No, it was a TKO, baby. Larry, okay, so starting Monday, we're going to be 8 to 10 a.m. and then back 4 to 6. So we're going to be local and live all day long.
All day long.
With the exception of Dave Ramsey.
Local and live. I'm the background.
What are you
noise
looking
today.
crazy, Larry? Larry, you're looking ridiculously nutso.
You going to be up
more
here
than
at 8
normal.
a.m.? Going to be up here at 8 a.m., Larry?
Now, Larry, you could go 4 to 6 if you want to. It's up to you.
I could go 8 to 10.
You would miss me, though, wouldn't you, Larry?
But then I'd have to come back up here anyway to do the ball game. So,
yep.
Whatever.
This is not a production meeting. This is not a question. It's a.
Oh, we're on the radio.
This isn't a. You are for now.
He's all boss man now.
This is, no, I don't like to treat Ray like this, but I've seen what happened if you let his ego get completely out of control. He will take over the entire building.
He's a maverick,
including Cambridge.
He's a maverick. He is. He gets
so
a
I get
little
to
crazy
do the
over
weather
there.
in the morning and in the afternoon.
Oh, it's all about you, Eddie. See how he does that?
Yeah.
Brings it back to him.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I see that.
Chapter 4, the Dan Reeves Book of Radio. Always roll it back home.
It's Chapter 4, bankruptcy, moral bankruptcy. I'm talking about with you.
It began with an
all
all-out
that assault
assault
on the press, and you are a member of the press, by the way. And so
dishonest.
Yeah, I wouldn't argue that's very.
Can we talk about
hard.
drag shows
Well,
again?
we got to get the weather first. I just wanted to get that out of the way with Larry. I wanted to address it, Gina, because my psychologist says don't continue to suppress your feelings. You are a ball of emotional. Larry, don't do that. I see that out of my peripheral.
Doing that sing song thing, and
I see that out of my peripheral. He's doing this.
I'm watching it directly. It's pretty funny. Folks can see us on digital television.
Hey,
right?
Melissa. Melissa, will you dial 9-1 and have that other one ready to go? At least till we get to this break, because that's fine.
COVID-19.
Oh, by the way, China's eating. Burn. China's eaten alive with COVID-19. I want to get to that story, and
that's interesting.
Yeah, and it appears as though that COVID-19 originated in a lab in Wuhan.
And was it accidental or was it intentional?
They say it was accidental, but if China says it, I feel very comfortable going the opposite direction with it.
I would tend to agree.
Scum bags that run that country, not the people, but the people, the ruling class, absolutely scum.
Oppressive.
But the great thing about this, with Hong Kong fluey, is former President Trump said, which was really funny, to hear an American president say, "Oh, you Hong Kong fluey." Think about that for a moment. Can you imagine
I
Ronald
try to
Reagan?
block it out. No, I try to block
Imagine Ronald
it
Reagan said, "It's Hong Kong fluey." That's what it is. That was funny. It was funny.
It's pitiful, Danny.
If they would have done that on Saturday Night Live,
Then
people
it would have been funny.
They would have said, "That may be going too far, Saturday Night Live." But the president of the United States said Hong Kong fluey.
What?
That's funny.
Why do we have to get rid of TikTok? I need to know that.
TikTok, 11 o'clock, and I can't go any further.
Any federal government mobile apps.
Now let me tell you why.
They have to get rid of TikTok. Why?
Because China cannot be trusted, and China was using TikTok. It's a Chinese company that manufactures, produces, directs, and they were using that allegedly to spy on American citizens and anyone in the government that they possibly could. That's the allegations from the United States government. So it depends on, do you trust our morons or their morons?
I think that's probably a crapshoot. What do you think?
I think probably so. But in this, about our morons, though, I want to think they're on our team, though. I know that China's not on our team. You know what I mean? So it's, for example, that's a tough business. This business is a tough business, and that's the reason why Larry, you've not been in it very long. It's the reason why that punk holding the camera.
Yeah,
It's
a good
tough.
business. I
It's
wouldn't
good
be in it
business.
if it wasn't. Because only the tough survive. That's the reason you ain't in it. And this punk holding the camera reading he ain't in
That's
it.
the reason he ain't in
Rednecks out here ain't in it because it's a tough business.
It's tough business. I'm calling Dr. D. David Schultz today. I love that man. Dr. D, that's a legendary Dr. D. David Schultz, one of my favorite human beings. He will bust your head, boy. I tell you right now. Ask John Stossel. That's an open hand slap. You Mo
Yeah,
Ryan.
it's a good business. I wouldn't be in it if it wasn't.
Open hand
Because only
slap.
the tough survive. That's the reason you ain't in it.
That's the reason why you ain't in
What
it.
the hell's wrong with you? That's open hand slap, huh?
What the hell's wrong with you, Larry? Let's get to the weather. Are you going to get an open hand slap?
Okay.
All right, so here's Larry Newman in the Weather Center. Don't go all powder on us now, but we need to get the weather. And, geez, is that a fax or a weather warning? It's a weather warning.
Weather warning.
Oh, no.
See, Larry, you delayed so
Oh,
long.
no.
Just a minute, Larry. We got a weather warning. Dial it back, big man.
There's a tornado watch until 10 p.m. tonight.
Jeez.
Sorry, I buried the lead there for you, Larry. Forgive me.
okay. I'm used
Did
to
you
it.
hear? Yes, I did.
That's a good point, Dan Reeves.
Great. Thank you.
Everybody's phone's going off in the studio.
No, that's.
We're supposed to have a birthday party.
Thank you. So a tornado. Thank you, national. That's the national weather. So, Melissa, will you check the app, please? Thank you so much. She's a wonderful lady, isn't she?
Yes,
She's
she is.
amazing, yes.
Yeah. Look, you don't have to agree with me just because you're intimidated. But I know this on this particular
That's so
subject,
funny.
Melissa, you
Not
do.
funny.
That we're intimidated.
Man, I tell you, y'all known me too long. This ain't gonna work. Oh, Larry, let's get right to it, big guy. Here's Larry Newman with a look at local weather. Larry's in front of the Doppler over in the News Talk 96.5 Weather Center. Ladies and gentlemen, Larry Newman with a look at weather.
Currently at 73 degrees in Jackson, Tennessee. The low tonight will be 57. Showers and thunderstorms mainly in the evening. Lows in the upper 50s. West winds 5 to 10 miles per hour becoming north after midnight. Chance of rain 100%. We're in a flood watch. We're in a tornado watch. So get somewhere and stay there.
We're supposed to have a birthday party for Courtney tonight. We're going to cook out, Larry. She just literally rained all over my parade.
You're playing.
You talking about a barbecue tonight?
It's Courtney's birthday.
Happy birthday, Courtney. My love.
She's an angel.
Barometric pressure in Bemis.
Larry, she was talking about
79.76.
It's also my brother-in-law's birthday. Happy birthday, Drew.
How old is Drew now?
Drew's 38. I know. It's ridiculous.
That's crazy. Well, it's also stand by for more weather news, and we're coming right to the phone lines, folks. It's weather alert. Current location, Jackson, Tennessee. Aerial flood watch is ongoing. It will expire at 6 p.m. Let's see, on the 3rd. Today's the 1st, so Friday.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
So here we go.
Yeah, here we go.
Yeah.
There's a tornado watch. There is an aerial flood watch, a severe storm risk. So the tornado watch runs, it just kicked in. It's 1 minute ago. It runs through tonight at 10 p.m. The aerial flood watch is in effect now through Friday at 6. Daily precipitation, we expect quite a bit of that from today through Thursday at 2 a.m. And what we could expect is rain this evening and overnight. And the hourly forecast will run that down for you. If this watch includes all of West Tennessee and stretches eastward to the counties south of Nashville. That could be expanded to include Nashville very soon. Severe storm risk kicked in at 2 o'clock this afternoon, runs through Thursday morning at 6 a.m., tomorrow morning at 6 a.m.
Scary.
Commuter alerts, 3 o'clock to 7 o'clock today. Pollen alerts here on March the 1st. Welcome to 2023.
Yes.
7 a.m. this morning. It runs through 12 a.m. and that's midnight tonight. Let's go to the phone lines. And then, and by the way, Dr. Sean Evans, professor of political science, Union University, will be in the 4 o'clock hour, one of my favorites on planet Earth.
I'll have to behave.
No, don't tell. No, you got to stick with your script.
Sorry.
You're not bad. You were just drawn that way. You're live with us. We have the phone lines. You're on News Talk 96.5 FM. Good afternoon.
Would you let the band get the barometric pressure out before you go to birthday shout out?
There you go.
Gina. Yeah. Yeah, tell her, JP.
So sorry.
She's not bad. She says she was just drawn that way.
Exactly.
Oh,
how you doing,
yeah.
Pastor?
Well, I'm doing good. I'm out in this weather and, dodging raindrops.
Well, listen, I tell you, are you wearing a helmet? If you're not, I would wear a helmet at least through noon tomorrow.
I'm telling you. Well, we got our good man Larry on it. I tell you,
Larry's on it.
Man, they'll
JP,
never.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah, there'll never be another Lanny Davis, but Larry he's on it, man.
Thank you.
He's on it.
I don't think that was a compliment, Larry.
He's on it, man.
Whatever.
It was.
JP, look, you're a nice guy, but see, your true feeling started out, and you caught it. You caught the tail end of it, and you drag it back in, and put. There'll never be another Lanny Davis, but Larry's on it. Because you remembered you need votes, and you're not sure if Larry's not in your district. I understand. Man.
He's out there with the Bears in Pinson.
Yeah,
Can we talk about drag shows now?
The Pinson Mountains and the Pinson Bears. I tell you, JP, that's I'll never forget that. And I'm going to tell you, I exercise the type of restraint that in past years I only dreamed of by not attacking that Nancy disgrace, and the only reason I didn't was because it was taped and I knew they'd cut me out of it. And I was like, no, I got to love me some me. This is more about me, and I need to be on national television.
I hear you, Dan Reeves.
It's always about
Tell me you
Dan.
heard that.
Oh, we heard it.
Okay. Sometimes I hear her, and I'm all alone.
We
That's
just
a good
hear,
point, Dan Reeves.
we hear you all the time, Dan.
Thank you.
Talking about you.
Congratulations. JP, do you mind holding just a second? We got a hard break that's about to fire on us, but I've got a couple things I wanted to ask you about. And I know Gina and Larry wanted to ask you about something as well. Do you mind?
Sure, go ahead.
Thank you. And I tell you, if you're anywhere near, if you can swing through the Chick-fil-A drive-thru or ask Wendy to, that'd be freaking awesome. That would, I think, solidify 3 votes right off the bat.
Yay.
Yay, yay.
Thank you, JP. And Chuck, will you please let me know, are termites swarming now? Because I've got a feeling they are. Termites are confused just like humans are. Termites have been around for a long time. I know they've been in this area for 10, 15 years, at least, where I started noticing termites. But they may have been here a million years, probably be more accurate. In other words, they were here before your house was built, and they have kind of accepted West Tennessee as their home. And then you built a house on top of their home. So here's what they do. They just eat your house. And
your largest investment.
Yes,
One
right.
of them.
So if you don't call Southeastern Termite Pest Control and Service Company and have them come out and do a free home inspection, especially if you see termites swarm, do not hesitate, because what that means is there's at least one colony that is in your neighborhood and apparently and likely underneath your house. And that colony is using your house as food. So when you see them swarm, you got problems, big guy. Southeastern termite will kill all the termites. They don't come out and try to negotiate with them. They don't try to talk them into leaving. They kill them all. They say, look, we'll let God sort them out. They kill them all. And honestly, termites, they're small by nature. So naturally, they're subterranean, meaning they live under the ground, and they tunnel up and eat your house. And it's not like they're the size of poodles. For example, if you pulled in the driveway after work and there was 17, 18, maybe 75 poodles eating your house, you'd have them killed. But you don't see termites. But Southeastern does. Call them today, 731-660-1052, 731-660-1052, SoutheasternTermite.net. 100% satisfaction guaranteed.
That was an interesting analogy. The poodles.
I put it, out of sight, out of mind, and sometimes we just rather not know. But
until your house caves in?
Well, you could be sitting at the kitchen table having breakfast, having a cup of coffee, and then part of your ceiling is in your cup of coffee.
Exactly.
And it's then it may be it's too late.
It's way too late then.
Yep. It's insurance against termites. That's Southeastern Termite.
Exactly.
We'll be right back. Dr. Sean Evans at the 4 o'clock hour, and Pastor J.P. Stovall, who's running for City Council. When we return, it's 3:41, and it's 74 degrees. It feels like it's 75 degrees. The high this afternoon, we topped out at 76. Overnight, we'll be in the 60s much of the night.
It's getting hot in here.
It's getting hot in here.
So take off all
Are you
your
looking to move
clothes.
up in your career, change career paths, or maybe even thinking about finishing that degree you started? Jackson State Community College is here to help you greenlight your career. If you're 23 and older, you may qualify to go to college tuition-free through Tennessee Reconnect. Yes, you heard that right, tuition-free at Jackson State. Whether you're earning your degree for the first time to advance your career or finishing a degree you already started, Jackson State Community College is here to greenlight your career. It's time to take the next step in earning your degree. Learn how at jscc.edu/reconnect.
The Rocket is coming to Jackson April 13th, Meridian Baptist Church. Roger Clemens will be the guest at the 4th annual benefit to the Trey Lindsay Scholarship. Roger Clemens has an unprecedented 7 Cy Young Awards, 354 wins, and 4,672 strikeouts. Clemens' career spanned 24 years with the Red Sox, the Yankees, the Blue Jays, and Astros. The 11-time All-Star, winning 2 World Series with the New York Yankees. Silent auction is huge with sports celebrity memorabilia along with hunts, duck calls, vacation packages, restaurant packages, and more. Follow posts on Facebook mentioning items leading up to the event. Call 731-217-7187, 731-217-7187 for table sponsor or ticket information. Brought to you by Work Care Resources and News Talk 96.5 FM and NewsTalkWTN.com.
Hi, I'm Terica Smith, a local attorney and proud JMCSS graduate, but I'm also a JMCSS parent. We chose Jackson Madison County Schools for educational options that are innovative and challenging. Whether it's the Academic Academy at Northeast or early college and career opportunities at JCM Early College High, JMCSS offers classes and programs that will prepare my son for college and beyond. Plus, JMCSS is a Level 5 district and tuition free. It just makes sense.
Hi, I'm Greg Hammond, Chief of Public Information for the Jackson-Madison County School System. With an increased focus in the fine arts, athletics, workforce development, and early career opportunities for students, there's never been a better time to choose us. Tuition-free, Jackson-Madison County Schools. Visit jmcss.org today to schedule a tour or call 731-345-7011.
Hey y'all, this is Mary at Mulligan's. Come see us soon before the new wears off. Hard to believe, but we're coming upon an anniversary in our locally family-owned business at Union University Drive. We still have our daily lunch specials, 11 a.m. to 2 p.m., which will remind you of Grandma's cooking, or try our Irish dishes, fish and chips, Reuben's and shepherd's pie, or everyone's favorite, the Mully Burger. And how about brunch on Saturdays and Sundays? Yep, every weekend, serving Jackson for over 25 years. See you soon at Mulligan's.
Hi, my name's Dawn. I have been taking BioT at Advanced Medical. My moods are better. I sleep well. My husband has complimented me on the mood swings that are no longer affecting our marriage.
Are these problems affecting your work, your relationships, and your quality of life? You'll be happy to know there's an exciting, natural solution available called BioT. BioT uses a natural way for men and women to correct these problems by safely and accurately balancing hormone levels without the use of synthetic injections or cream.
I got blood work done, and they identified what hormones were out of balance. They gave me the bioidentical hormone pellets through BioT, and now I have more energy, no more brain fog, I'm sleeping better, and I feel like my old self again. I would recommend Advanced Rehab and Medical and their BioT program to anyone suffering with symptoms like mine. It's been life-changing.
To book your appointment, call 731-462-8580. That's 731-462-8580.
News Talk West Tennessee includes newstalk965.com and Newstalk 96.5 FM, covering local news, sports, and weather on an extensive network of platforms, including radio, social media streaming, digital TV, live stream, podcasts, all on your devices. Our local and live weekday lineup includes Daybreak with Greg Wood and G-Unit, Walker Talks with Chuck Walker and Julie Holt, The Dan Reeves Show with Gina Langley and Larry Newman, Dave Ramsey, Jackson-Madison County Schools Game of the Week, UT Vols Sports, and the Memphis Grizzlies. Local, live, News Talk West Tennessee and newstalk965.com. Hear it first on News Talk 96.5 FM. We might be talking about you.
Hey, this is Chuck Walker with Southeastern Termite and Pest Control. We recently celebrated our 20th year in business here in West Tennessee. That's 2 decades of growth for us. We've added to our work family, moved locations a few times, seen our coworkers have kids and grandkids. We've even seen our clients who were kids when we started at their parents' house now call us to take care of their homes. Lots of things change over 20 years, but here's what hasn't. We can still be reached 24 hours a day. We still provide quality, guaranteed termite and pest control service for all of West Tennessee. We still are the go-to company for real estate closing letters. We still provide quality fungus treatments and affordable moisture barriers. We still take care of your bed bugs, brown recluse, and every other pest problem you could have. If you own a home, you need termite protection. And the biggest thing we've learned in 20 years, we need you. Give us a call 24 hours a day for a different kind of experience from a service company. Southeastern, 660-1052. That's Southeastern, 660-1052.
Kick off the new year with new home upgrades from Hiller. This month, when you buy something you need for your home, we'll give you something you want. For a limited time, when you purchase a new whole home generator, new tankless water heater, or select new HVAC systems, we'll give you a free 55-inch TV, free solo smokeless stove, or a free Nintendo Switch. Pick your prize when you upgrade essential systems for your home. Don't wait. Book online at happyhiller.com today.
Call the Happy Face Truck today.
Hi, my name's Dawn. I have been taking BioT at Advanced Medical. My moods are better. I sleep well. My husband has complimented me on the mood swings that are no longer affecting our marriage.
Are these problems affecting your work, your relationships, and your quality of life? You'll be happy to know there's an exciting, natural solution available called BioT. BioT uses a natural way for men and women to correct these problems by safely and accurately balancing hormone levels without the use of synthetic injections or cream.
I got blood work done, and they identified what hormones were out of balance. They gave me the bioidentical hormone pellets through BioT, and now I have more energy, no more brain fog, I'm sleeping better, and I feel like my old self again. I would recommend Advanced Rehab and Medical and their BioT program to anyone suffering with symptoms like mine. It's been life-changing.
To book your appointment, call 731-462-8580. That's 731-462-8580.
My name is Steven and I'm 41 years old. I started having problems with my weight, my focus, my energy all around. I spent thousands of dollars a year on supplements trying to get my weight down, and it never worked.
Are these problems affecting your work, your relationships, and your quality of life? You'll be happy to know there is an exciting, natural solution available called BioT. BioT uses a natural way for men and women to correct these problems by safely and accurately balancing hormone levels without the use of synthetic injections or creams.
I got the treatment, and it has been the best decision of my life. I feel great. I'm losing weight. I have more energy. I'm getting stronger in the gym, and I can focus so much better. And I notice that I also sleep better, and I'm always in a good mood. And I believe it's all because of the BioT treatment.
To schedule an appointment to find out if BioTE is right for you, call 731-462-3596. That's 731-462-3596.
Hi, I'm Danica Patrick. Watching my nieces grow, play, and learn is amazing, but not every child gets to be carefree. 1 in 6 kids in the U.S. are hungry. This breaks my heart, and it's something that Feeding America is working to change. Each year, the Feeding America network of food banks rescues billions of pounds of good food that would have gone to waste and gives it to families in need. To help, visit feedingamerica.org.
Brought to you by Feeding America and the Ad Council.
Get all the latest news, talk, weather, and sports. NewsTalkWTN.com and 96.5 FM. The Southside Hawks play here. 96.5 FM. News Talk West Tennessee. NewsTalkWTN.com. Get all the latest news, talk, weather, and sports. NewsTalkWTN.com and 96.5 FM.
Pastor J.P. Stovall is standing by, so let's get right to Pastor. Thanks for being so patient. You would make a very good doctor, because it takes patience to be a doctor.
It's a virtue.
Patience is a virtue.
Yes, it is. Well, I was just trying to, during the break, figure out how we could get those termites registered as voters.
Some of the voters are termites, I'm telling you right now.
Definitely pests.
They will eat your house. Well, so talk to me. How do you feel out there? Of course, Governor Bill Lee, they went all the way back to high school, 1977. There he is in an annual.
In a drag show.
But it's not a drag show.
It was a drag show.
No, Gina, we got to be fair about this. It was in high school, and it was a womanless beauty review.
It was a man in a dress.
Yep. Well, that's different than a drag show. It's a womanless beauty review.
I think that's apples to apples, isn't it, Larry?
No. Larry, what do you think?
I think a straight man in a dress is
attractive?
Not a drag show.
Yep.
Well,
it was high school. It was high school.
Who's to say that drag queens are gay? Maybe they're straight.
Well, if they are straight, they have a funny way of showing it. Now,
well, some straight men have a funny way of showing it.
That's true.
Maybe so. But, JP, it's I think this is not going to damage the governor. I don't think. Not with his voters. Do you?
No, I really don't think so. It's all the way back to high school in the 70s. There was a lot of well, that was before my time, but I understand there was a lot of crazy things going on.
Well, no, that happened all the way. I mean, I think pretty much anyone that's been to high school, and there's been a womanless beauty review or skits.
Have you been in a womanless beauty
review? No, but I know plenty that have.
Oh, really?
And, yeah.
The governor.
But Gina, it is what it is.
Okay, you have to admit it's ironic. It's ironic.
Yeah. I didn't say it wasn't ironic, but there is a difference between what he was in high school and a womanless beauty review. The context, I think it takes away the credibility of the story to say that what's the difference? Well, a drag show, if you don't know the difference between a drag show and a high school kid at a womanless beauty review, then I don't know if it can be explained.
It's simple. It's men in dresses.
And that's the only similarity whatsoever.
Well, and a drag show is way more entertaining than a womanless beauty review.
I'll take you at your word.
I'll take your word for it.
It's so but I tell you this though, I believe it was Jamie Lee Curtis I read about years ago. This is the only concern I have with this legislation is that, her parents had to make a decision about what sex she was going to be because being born with both male and female, and so
it's
they had to
consequences, right? Yeah.
Yes, Gina, exactly. Because I've read about parents. I just stumbled across that story years ago, and I read about parents and how hard it is on them to make that decision. Sometimes they make the decision, and it turns out not to be the right decision, and they never get over it.
Right.
They feel like they've let their child down. And we're talking about 1/10 or 1/6 of 1% of Tennesseans. I don't feel like we need legislation. I don't feel like we need a government that big.
I agree.
When it comes to hormone blockers, that sort of a thing. That should be up to the parents, not the government.
I agree.
And if you're going to be conservative, then you need to be consistently conservative. And
you can't pick and choose.
I'm not trying to get on a soapbox and preach at anyone, but I think the research ought to be done before you take decisions out of parents' hands, because same people lost their mind when Michelle Obama suggested a healthy diet for children. Let's think about that for a moment.
Yeah, I know.
And it would make much more sense to me if the Tennessee government put out a guideline for kids' diet. If you want to do something to benefit the majority of Tennesseans, it would be teaching these children a healthy diet.
The irony there is the government did publish that pyramid that we all grew up with.
It turned out to be wrong.
It turned out to be completely upside down. The base of it is carbohydrates, which should be at the very top.
It turns into sugar, doesn't
it? Exactly.
Makes you think that the company that manufactures insulin put together that pyramid and said, hey guy, how about running this out?
Or Monsanto? The wheat industry.
So JP, it's do you feel me? Are you picking up what I'm laying down?
That came out a little awkward.
So to speak.
Well, I understand what you're saying, if that's what you mean.
Copy? So you do agree, but that's a smart move. You simply answered the question with I agree, and you left it right there. In fact, it surprised me, and I was like, sure.
No, I just said I understand what you're saying. I didn't say I agree.
They call it plausible deniability.
I thought that big pregnant pause was no response is a response.
It could be a JP. Now, let me ask you this. This may be a little too personal, but why did you decide to shave off that goat?
Well, I change it up every now and then, and I was just tired of the beard.
Hey, but it looks good on you. Have you seen JP without the goatee, Larry?
Yes, I have.
Dude, he looks like a baby.
He does. He's a young man. I mean.
Yeah, I've heard about that, but
but when he shaves that off, he sure looks a really young man.
Now, the reason I bring that up, just before you decided to go clean shaven, JP, I noticed that the weather boy over here went clean shaven.
Uh-oh.
Oh, he did.
He did.
Well, I bet he looks 10 years younger.
I do.
He does. He looks like he's now his mid-70s or so.
Cutting edge of fashion over there.
Let me tell you what Larry said. He came in here bragging about it. He said, let me tell you something right now. 70 is the new 69, is what he said. I said, Larry, that's just the one you're different.
So I'm going to leave that one alone. Because there's definitely a joke there.
Mercy.
There's nothing I can do about where her mind goes. When he gets back, I hope it showers. That's all I can say.
It takes a bath.
Get her. What'd you say over there? Get her. Lord of mercy. He's speaking Dolphin. He goes into now. JP, anything you'd like to say? Do you feel like you made a mistake by calling in today?
No, it's always a lot of fun with you guys.
It is, JP. It really is.
I have to.
You're lots of fun.
I've got to go get ready for Bible study, and
me too.
Me too.
Now, JP, I've told you this before. I think you do it the right way. I think you welcome everyone in. You're not judgmental.
Exactly.
Obviously, you wouldn't be friends with me if you were. And I consider you. I'm sorry. I consider you a close personal friend. I mean that. You know it. I appreciate you.
Well, you said you're sorry. You're sorry you consider me a friend?
No, I'm sorry that you consider me a friend. If you don't recognize me as an enemy, sir, then you don't know an enemy when you see one. No, I don't. I'm
what
kidding.
In the world,
I'm just kidding
what
on
in
that.
The world?
No, JP, what I'm trying to tell you, and I don't have a lot of practice with it, is that I really appreciate you. I think you're a great American and a good friend. Thank you, JP.
Hey, thank you. Y'all stay safe in all of this upcoming weather.
You too, JP, and I hope to see you soon, my friend. JP, don't ever hang up before I dismiss you. That's not the way it goes here. But I apologize. Did I go over the air? I'm sorry, JP.
He's all boss man again, Larry.
No, that's the rules. That's the rules of engagement.
I've got a quote of the day.
Well, hold it because it's standby for news. Can you please?
Sure.
Let's tease the fool out of it, and we'll come right back here. Okay. And Gina's quote of the day when we return here on the program. Stand by for news. And in hour number 2, as we march along here and head to Chester County High School, I'll join the G Units. At Chester County High School, we've got championship basketball tonight at 7 p.m. It's the Jackson Southside Hawks. The Lady Hawks, 29-0.
Oh, my goodness.
Yes, ranked number 1 in the state of Tennessee in
Go
Class 3A.
Lady Hawks. Holy cow.
This is the region championship, and they play the South Gibson Lady Hornets, and they're ranked in the top 10 and have been all season long. They play in the same district, and they play in the same region. Southside won the first matchup at South Gibson by, I think, 4 points. The closest
I remember y'all
Lady
talking
Hawks
about it.
have been played all year, and the second matchup at Southside, it was a blowout. The Lady Hawks, it was a rented mule. And
it wasn't a government mule?
No, it wasn't that bad. But then in the district championship game at South Gibson, it was borderline government mule.
Wow.
Now, this is the 4th meeting of the season. Could possibly the South Gibson Lady Hornets upset the Southside Hawks. Coach Brent McNeil, the discipline, the execution mixed in with the talent, I say no. But I really like the South Gibson team as well, and their coach, Coach Embry. It's a great.
It'll be standing room only.
It'll be. Somebody said it'll be standing room only because the Southside faithful and the South Gibson faithful, they don't like each other.
Oh,
at least
I didn't know that.
At least inside the gymnasium, in between the on the court, whatever. And so that's tonight, right here on News Talk 96.5 FM. But wait, there's more.
There's more.
Tomorrow night, it's the boys' region championship game. South Gibson versus the host school, Chester County. We'll be there for that one as well. All on News Talk 96.5 FM. And we follow the Lady Hawks all the way to Murfreesboro.
Woo-hoo.
By the way, whoever's paying for the hotel, Unit and I refuse to stay anywhere other than Four Seasons. Somebody better sell some advertising. We'll be right back.
This is WBFG 96.5 FM, Parker's Crossroads, Jackson.
Breaking news this hour from townhall.com. I'm John Scott. In an interview for Fox News, FBI Director Christopher Wray says the Bureau's investigations do support the theory that COVID-19 escaped from a laboratory.
The FBI has for quite some time now assessed that the origins of the pandemic are most likely a potential lab incident in Wuhan.
But there's no consensus among U.S.